Hi guys, and thanks for watching our update on July 27th, 2023. So we can see from the satellite imagery that we have an area of high clouds stretching from the Bay of Biscay up towards Ireland. With this, there isn't any rain, but behind this area of high clouds, you got this tail of quite low cloud, or quite thick cloud, that has a low base and a high top, and that will be an active band of showers, and that will gradually move towards us tonight and tomorrow. And this low is set to go in this sort of direction, towards the north of Ireland and west of Scotland. The radar has nothing on it. It's quite a dry evening, but there could be a few small showers over Armagh off towards Lough Neagh. This is the UKV 5-day forecast. And you can see today a few light showers over northern areas, dry over the south, and actually some very nice cumulus clouds over the east country this evening. And you can see that high cloud just moving in from the west tonight. Nothing with that, just a bit of a misty sort of night in the sky, sort of very, very hazy. Yeah, I should say hazy, not misty in the sky. And I was thinking about the moon in the sky. It's a bit misty and hazed. Into tomorrow, we see a few showers coming in, forming ahead of this band of showers to our west. Those can be a bit heavy in the east and northeast before that band of showers moves in. Quite heavy showers there, some big downpours, and they gradually move eastwards, and they do sort of fade away as they reach the east coast, and they clear up by Saturday at midnight. And in Saturday, we basically see a day of sunshine and showers. Some big downpours are possible, especially for western and northern areas, but all areas are prone to a few showers on Saturday. But the heaviest and most frequent downpours are going to be over East Connacht and possibly over Ulster as well. And they just carry on into the evening. And actually into Saturday nights, showers keep going over Ulster. Possibly some big downpours there, some longer spells of heavy rain. Further south, a few showers into the western Midlands. Into Sunday, the next front pushes in. The next front pushes into the southwest and south, and it gradually moves northeastwards. Something off quite light and patchy, but getting itself together over the Midlands and north. And that gradually just eases away into Monday. Into Monday, we see skies brightening, but with a whole host of big downpours moving in from the west. They move out, and into Tuesday, that low clears southwards, and winds are in from a chilly northerly direction, followed by big downpours again on Tuesday. So it's all looking very mixed, quite chilly, changeable. I didn't want that. I wanted the temperature forecast. Here we go. So we do this again. Get rid of the ads. So today, temperatures reach widely 20 degrees in the east and south of Midlands. Elsewhere, the high teens, especially cool along the west and northern coasts. Tonight, lowest temperatures around like 10, 11 towards 14 degrees. Coolest inland and in the north, warmest along the coasts. Into tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. tomorrow. Temperatures gradually rising towards the high teens, possibly towards 21 in Dublin. And further west you go, it gets cooler. So, on the west coast, you're in the mid-teens. Into Saturday morning, 3 a.m., we see temperatures dropping away to about 10 to 13 degrees east to west. Coolest in the east, mildest in the west. Into Saturday afternoon, again, very similar day by day. Warmest in the east, south, and southeast, so about 19, 20 degrees. Compared to the west, only about mid-teens. On the coast, it's very chilly on the coast. Sunday, again, lows, very similar, low teens. Into Sunday afternoon, a bit cooler there. And as I said yesterday, in the area where it'll be raining because of the warm front, but where the warm front hasn't actually moved in yet, there'll be a cool swathe only around the mid-teens. But ahead of it in the sunshine, high teens. Behind it, in the misty clouds, quite mild and muggy high teens sort of values. And into Monday, we see again temperatures rising. In the afternoon, quite warm because of the humid air mass, and temperatures rising towards the low 20s in the east, high teens for the west, mid teens over North Ulster, and into 3 a.m. Tuesday, very widely lows in the low teens. Into Tuesday, again, I think that would depend on where showers are. So if you're in the sunshine and you're sheltered from the coasts, from the western and northern coasts, where the onshore breezes will be, you can easily get towards 19-20 degrees. But if you're caught in a downpour and you got the winds from the west and northwest on the windward coasts, then only around the mid-teens. So it's all about sunshine amounts, wind direction, etc. So this is the NAO index observed and GFS forecasters. So again, if you've been watching the videos lately, you'll know that the NAO is North Atlantic Oscillation, and you can see very negative NAO so far in July. Brief bump there, but that is still negative. And we're currently about -1 on the index, so quite strongly negative actually. And it will gradually just trend towards neutral into the final 2 days of July, and into early August, touching bang on neutral there around August 2nd, before dropping away towards very slightly negative territory into the end of the first week of August. So there's also is likely to strengthen a bit, but that won't be enough to give us some decent summer weather, and I'll show you why. From this chart data. So if we go through, you can see that we've got this deep low moving in from the west. It feels that it does so not a lot of wind, but a lot of rain, a lot of showers. Into Sunday, we see more westerly winds come through, and the Azores side looks quite strong there, and the low pressure and the storm track is shifting northwards, but it's not shifting far enough north to allow the Azores side to ridge up. So we're still getting the westerly winds. We're still getting the influence from these areas of low pressure. So that is why, despite the neutral NAO phase here, it will not help in bringing us an end to this onslaught. So you can see on August 1st, deep low, dartboard low, right over the Irish Sea. No doubts, cool and wet with that. And winds in from the northwest into early August. Cool showers with that. Right up until the 4th of August. The Azores side does try and just ease in, but that won't succeed. It briefly does there on the 6th of August. But that does bring a few days of decent weather from like August 6th, or 5th even, up towards the 6th, 7th. The ridge just does try and hold on, but in the end, it ends up flabby, and it ends up flabby briefly around August 10th, and gradually comes back. Wow, what a turn up for the books this is. Now, obviously, it's a long way out, and the past two GFS runs, the midnight and 6th runs, have both showed low pressure continuing to roll in. So, that it's an option. I wasn't expecting to see that, so it caught me off guard. But there you go, something to keep an eye on, I think. The ECM run is looking at this. So if we go through, we can see that the area of low comes in this weekend. So tomorrow, mainly dry, but showers will form, especially in the west. And into Saturday, whiter showers, heaviest and most frequent across the west and northwest and north. Into Sunday and Monday, we keep westerly winds in. And into early August, again, the winds go more northerly So very cool and showery. That'll be a very cool start of August. Really, really chilly. Same trend. August 4th, the Azores side does seem a bit more ridgy, and it actually blows up a low right to our west. And by August 7th, actually August 6th, it's sitting over Rosslare, and you got bouts of heavy rain swirling around it. Let's look at that actually. Yeah, it looks thoroughly, extremely wet and windy with that little system there. Look at that. Look at all that blue. All these dark blues are swirling around the low pressure. Wow. Wind speeds. Yeah, you got actually the winds. The winds will be strongest on the southern flank of the low pressure system. So away from us, but I mean breezy all the same. This is the UK Met Office run. So you can see going through into the weekend, that low pressure sits around before fading away, before another low comes in, sitting over the North Sea, and drags down this cool airflow over us again. So the early days of August look very cool and showery. They look really autumnal. Big northerly blasts. You don't often say that in the summer, but yeah. Northerly blast is like a term for winter, really. You get these northerly blasts in winter time, but in the summertime you're getting one. Look at this. So GAM run shows low pressure over Scotland over Saturday, bringing us showers. Sunday sees the low clearing away, but a new low bringing its front over us. So wet day Sunday. Into Tuesday, and Monday sees showers. Tuesday sees more showers and northerly winds, and those northerly stay with us into Thursday, Friday. At the very end, the high pressure from the Azores does try and region, and by August 6th, it's trying to broaden, but that deep low looks ominous. Here we go, icon, and let's see what this shows. I can't hover. Let's see again. So we see that low pressure moving in from the west this weekend. Hot on its heels, another low coming in. But on Tuesday, August 1st, we actually get a new low. So winds don't go northerly into early August, though they do in the end, but it just takes a longer time. A new low forms to our west and delays it, and just brings more rain. And finally the arpege. What will it show us? Okay, I think I've got hover on, thank you. Here we go. So, low pressure after low pressure after low pressure after low pressure. Westerly winds. It doesn't go as far as the sort of time frame that we sort of are expected to turn the winds in the north. But you can sort of see it start to happen here. But it may not last long because that low looks quite threatening to just barrel right in from the west. So, I mean, same old, same old. I mean, at this stage, it's getting hard to choose titles. It's getting harder to create more and more titles because I'm running out of ideas here. I mean, it's just the same thing, isn't it? It's low pressure, rain, showers, winds, cool temperatures. Yeah, that sums it up for you. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see if it has anything else to say tomorrow. And yeah, bye for now.